ICT made me a profitable trader. In this quick video, I'm going to be walking you guys through the story of how I discovered ICT and how that's changed my trading forever. If you don't know me, my name is Jeffrey Rodriguez, or JRod Forex, and I was part of ICT's original mentorship group in 2016, and I've been trading ICT concepts ever since. Before we dive into the video, if you guys want access to a simplified version of my trading plan, click the first link in the description below. With that being said, let's dive into the video. What's up guys, it's Jeffrey Rodriguez here, coming back at you with another quick video. And in this video, I want to talk about my story in terms of how I discovered ICT, and more importantly, how ICT has changed my life with his concepts and just everything that he shared with us. 2016, I was basically a part of IML, iMarkets Live. I'm sure many people know about that. And that was my introduction to trading. And the crazy thing about that is a lot of people hate on IML and all this different stuff. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't personally know anything about trading had I not discovered IML initially. So I got started with IML just like I'm sure most people watching this video probably did a similar thing when they heard about it. At the time, it sounded amazing. It's like you can make money from basically enrolling people to teach them how to trade. And more importantly, you also know how to trade, which taught you the skill set of how to make money through the markets. So I got started with IML. At the time, I was working at Best Buy. And crazy thing is, one of my coworkers was one of the people who enrolled me into IML. And you would typically have those house meetings or whatever where you would go there and learn about it and see the different packages and all that stuff that they had. So I did that, and my coworker invited me to one of the house parties or house party type of thing where you go over and cover what's included and all that stuff. But there is where I met this older guy named Charles, and at the time I'm early 20s, he was probably late 40s, early 50s. And this guy, Charles, was like, hey, you should really check out this guy, Michael Huddleston. And then he shared like the Scout Sniper series with me, which was like a YouTube free playlist where ICT covered some of the simple strategies like order blocks and different components of like optimal trade entry and stuff like that. So I just started devouring that content because initially with IML, I didn't learn anything in relation to trading other than baby pips and pretty much candlestick analysis and like harmonic patterns, but I was not sold on the idea of a butterfly pattern or turtle, not a turtle soup, a cup and handle pattern, or all these different patterns that they had. So I quickly realized trading these harmonic patterns, cup and handle, harmonic butterfly pattern, dragon pattern, all of these different patterns were just not for me. It did not seem like a practical solution to learning how to trade. So for me in particular, in 2016, when I had discovered ICT's Scout Sniper series, I just found it to be some of the best information I've seen in relation to trading, because this guy just understood the markets and the way that he was explaining things made total sense. And then when I started applying the actual lessons that I learned, my mind was blown because I had really seen the power of what he was sharing with us. So I was blessed to be part of ICT's initial group whenever he launched his private mentorship in 2016. I was one of the first people that enrolled in August of 2016, and I'm not even gonna lie, at the time, it was very difficult for me even to afford the small $150 a month payments, but I was a lot younger at the time. I was trying to just figure out my entrepreneurship journey, and that $150 a month definitely, like, it forced me to figure out a way to pay for it. And that's one quick little lesson for you guys watching. You want to make sure that you are always investing in yourself. Even if it's extremely tough to figure out how to do it, you should figure out a way to do it, because I'm here to tell you it changed my life completely. If I had never did that, or had never committed to making those payments to ICT for 12 months, which was the structure that he had, I would not be where I'm at today. And again, like fast forward 8 years later, I'm close to the beach, I'm in my own apartment, I have pretty much every amenity that I would want to have, my life is amazing. So like, obviously that's not the case for everyone, but ICT seriously changed my life, and I did not know that that was going to be the case in 2016 when I first joined his charter mentorship. So in 2016, when I enrolled in the mentorship and I started going through all the material, initially it was extremely overwhelming because there was so much content, so much information. But the benefit that I did have is I went through everything real time. So as ICT is putting out the content, I was able to go through it. I was able to join on all the live sessions he did and really learn from him firsthand. And again, now we're 2024. I've been studying him for 8 years, which is crazy if you think about it. But again, his depth of understanding in trading and in the markets just made sense to me. So I knew that no matter what, I'm gonna figure this out. And specifically, his concepts are the only concepts I have learned and apply in my trading. I don't do anything else outside of what ICT shares. His PD arrays, his draw and liquidity, how he determines daily bias, all of that is a derivative of what I learned from ICT. I don't use any other style of trading other than what I've learned from ICT. And obviously I've put my own spin on it and kind of tailored my own trading plan based on the models and things like that that he shared in the Charter Mentorship. And it has been an absolute game changer. There is literally nothing on the market from a trading content perspective that is as quality as the things that ICT shares. And for you guys watching, I could sit here and teach you trading stuff all day, but you really want to go to the source. ICT has everything for free on his YouTube. Fast forward to where we're at now, the entire mentorship that I paid for is for free on YouTube. You guys can get access to it, go through it, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it because again, this has changed my life completely. So going back to 2016, as I'm going through all the material with ICT, it took me a while to actually grasp all of this stuff because again, you are being overwhelmed with so much information and you're also trying to apply it on the charts week after week as you're actually learning it. So it definitely takes time to actually figure it out. But again, I can't speak highly enough of ICT because the material that's shared and the content is just phenomenal. It's the best on the market. And again, I keep reiterating the same point, but it's changed my life completely. I would not know how to trade if it wasn't for that. So the whole way that I internalize the market, that I read price action on a daily basis is everything that I've learned from ICT. And most of you guys probably have seen like my strategy. You've seen some of my videos or recordings or trade breakdowns where I actually show you, the different setups and why I took it and all these different things. Again, it is all a derivative from ICT. These are all things that he shared. And it's so crazy because even at the start of my journey in 2016, when he started the mentorship, I had no idea where this would lead. Nor did I know that trading was going to be something that became my passion. Like there is nothing on this planet that I am more passionate about from like a business or entrepreneurship perspective that can compare or compete with trading. It is my thing, so I kind of found my groove with that. And I feel like for so many people, you study and try to like test all these different things, but it's hard for people to find their passion. So if you're struggling to find your passion, I would highly recommend just looking into trading, giving it a shot, watch some videos, really take it serious and put the time in to actually learn some of the content out there. Whether that's my channel, you have people like Jade Cap, you have people like Casper SMC, Kimmel Trading, ICT. All of these people are derivatives of ICT and the content is phenomenal. We're all talking about the same type of things. Everyone just internalizes it a little bit differently. So you really want to step outside of your comfort zone, and whether you're learning directly from ICT or again, one of us that are more so like derivatives of ICT, this is like the path forward if you really want to take trading serious and you want to become someone who's a profitable trader. I know all this stuff can feel overwhelming at the beginning, but again, if this is something that you're trying to test and figure out, is this the right path for me? You never know until you actually give it a fair shot. And I feel like for most people, they watch one video and they're like, oh, ICT's material is so long, I can't watch this full thing or take it serious. And one of my main goals for you guys with this channel is to be able to concise all this information into shorter bite-sized videos that you can actually apply into your trading. And again, I believe many of ICT students like Casper, Jade Cap, Tanya, all of these folks are very similar in the capacity of they try to provide bite-sized digestible content talking about ICT's material in hopes of like you guys actually finding success with it and being able to internalize the information better than having to watch such long videos if that's not something that you can sustain. As we come to the close of this video, if I could leave you guys with one thing specifically, It's to really go all in with whatever that may be. And I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're interested in trading. And I can't stress it enough. You never know if this is something that you're going to be passionate about or truly have an affinity towards unless you actually put in the effort, go through the time. Again, give it 3 months, 6 months, a year. Properly test it to see, because I never knew day one that this was going to become my passion and this is going to be something that I really resonate with and want to do for the rest of my life. But because I put all the time in, and again, I've been an ICT Charter student for 8 years. I've been with him since day one of the first ever paid mentorship he's ever done. And I really believe in him, right? So I think for you guys watching this, whatever that may be, whether it's trading or something outside of the scope of trading, really give it time to properly test it and thoroughly know whether or not that's something that you want to do. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys like this one, don't forget to drop a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you guys have a specific video or have any questions in relation to what we talked about here today. Drop a comment down below. And again, if you like the content that I've been putting out, it would mean the world if you guys go and hit that subscribe button as well. Obviously, that just tells me that, hey, I'm making the right type of videos, the audience is resonating with this, and most importantly, you guys are getting value from it. So with all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay. ICT what? No, you're good.